Welcome to Unclogged Conversations, powered by Stinson Plumbing. Today, got my friend Scott with me.
Good to be back.
New room.
I know. I swear. Every month it's new room.
Every few months. It's been a while since we've done one, so
Yeah.
we were busy rebuilding, rebranding, redoing. Gonna talk about multiple things today. One thing I want to talk about is the new thing you've acquired,
Oh, backflow.
backflow.
Backflow testing. It's a whole new world.
It's new to Larry Stinson Plumbing for sure.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit why backflow is so important. Why it has become a big thing in Texas and appears to be becoming bigger and bigger. And we'll discuss that a little later. But
It is definitely growing. But I completely understand the necessity of it. I mean, it's to protect your neighbors.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Or yourself.
And then you get deeper into it, it's to protect yourself too. Because you don't know what your neighbor's doing at their house. You don't know what that big factory down the street's doing inside there, what all they're mixing with the water and everything.
Yeah, but factories have been regulated for years.
And they have been. But again, I just learned about all of it.
But it's something that is becoming more and more required by the average household now.
Yes.
I mean, for years we protected the sprinkler system
Yeah. And that was it.
with a double check in most municipalities in Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah.
Even I always call it a vacuum breaker, but you always correct me since you take your class. But the
PVB?
PVB.
Pressure vacuum breaker.
Okay.
It is a vacuum
It's a
breaker.
vacuum breaker.
Yeah.
That's there's even cities like Argyle and stuff like that allow you to just use that on your irrigation system.
Yeah. Which, honestly, irrigation's considered low hazard, so really anything will do. Any kind of way to stop it.
And it's one of my favorite backflow preventers there is because it's I think it does its job. It breaks the vacuum.
Yes, and it's such a simple design, too, so it just works.
But you still have to get it tested, right?
You do still have to get it tested because there is a chance that air inlet disc can stick on you, and there's a couple of things can go wrong with it. So, yes, you do still have to get that one tested.
So walk me through what's the importance of a homeowner getting his or hers backflow device tested annually.
Well, it's to make sure that it's still working. Because if it's not working, then there was no point in it being there anyways. Because one of the big ones is people putting hoses off in their swimming pool. I mean, you put that off in your swimming pool, a main breaks down the street, you could potentially drain that whole swimming pool and then feed it to all of your friends and neighbors close by you.
But they put chlorine in our water already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you want to get back into filtration, or?
we're gonna get into that. This is gonna lead us back to that.
Yeah.
But so how is the cities? The biggest thing I think I see is the cities are requiring annual testing more and more.
Yeah, they're seeming to really start cracking down on that. As soon as my name went up on those lists, we started getting phone calls.
Yeah.
And it just didn't. I haven't figured out why. I don't know if EPA's cracking down or what, or maybe our water's just been that bad and somebody finally cared. I'm not positive there, but they are really pushing on that yearly test now and installing them for, it seems like any reason you can think of.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is the testing is everybody. I mean, for years we've been notorious for it. We've done it. You go and you see that old double check, and you're working on a yard late. Do we even offer to replace it or nothing? No. Tie it right back onto it, or tee it back in, or whatever. And you got one. I don't know if it works or not, but you got one.
But it's there. That's good enough. Yeah.
So I understand. It is. It's an interesting market.
Yeah. It's a little bit of a headache market.
There's quite a bit of paperwork. There's quite a bit of regulations and stuff.
Yes, because this is not under the state board. This is under TCEQ.
What's crazy that I think, as a business owner, is the difference in municipalities charging what they charge to do the paperwork on their end.
And that is odd. That is odd.
We've always had a difference in permit fees and stuff like that, but they've all kind of averaged pretty close to the same.
Yeah.
This seems to be all over the board.
I mean, 10, 20, 40. I mean, it's all over the place. And different ones have different amounts of insurance you have to test the backflow device in every city.
OSHA.
Yes, even ran into that where it's you have to have additional qualifications to test. And it's like, do I really need my confined space certification to check that double check on your irrigation in the middle of your front yard?
Or the RPZ and standing up.
Or the RPZ, a foot above the ground in your yard.
Yeah. Or inside the building. And I mean, we discussed it, and it's a commercial thing. It's for the vaults. It's for
Yes, it's to make sure I stay safe and alive. So I don't really have a problem with it. It's just sometimes it just seems a little silly, I guess. But I don't mind staying safe.
No, I mean, backflow is important and preventing it. I mean, you can look it up on YouTube, all over the internet. You can see all kinds of. I mean, that's the reason they went to the water towers. I mean, being 34 feet, 34 stories.
Stories.
I don't remember. Anyways, that's why water towers are so high.
Yeah.
Somebody will probably correct me. Go ahead, hit me a comment. Tell me what I did wrong.
Right.
But anyways, I understand it, but it is a expense that homeowners are about to include in their monthly yearly budget.
Yes.
Because it is coming around the bend to be more tested, more replaced,
and
repaired.
Now when I test them, I can't say how it was before or whether this was always a thing or what, but now when I go to test them, I have to submit it to the city, to the day I did it on. And so a computer basically will flag the city that you're expired.
Yep.
And then if you don't get it done in a timely manner, there's a possibility the city will come out and shut your water off.
Oh, yeah.
And so now it's almost like another tax on your house.
It is.
Yes. And it is keeping people safe, but it just doesn't quite seem right to be passing that on to the homeowner.
Okay, I got a well at my house, and I got a meter supplying the house. The well only supplies the irrigation, but it could be tied to my house. This scenario, I have a well, but I don't have a meter. Not yet. Do I need a backflow preventer?
Yes.
Why?
To make sure that well water doesn't end up in the city water, and also to make sure the city water doesn't end up in the well water. Because you can hurt a well table pretty easily. Mm-hmm. And there's no telling how many people you're about to affect with that.
So I ran into that. We were still in Burleson. Our shop was still in Crowley. I ran into that probably in 2010.
Yeah?
I didn't understand. Of course, I was still a young plumber. I was a master plumber, but still young.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand. I was like, why are they making you do that? I don't understand this. I don't know. But I had to put my first RPZ. That was the first RPZ I had installed as a business owner.
Yeah.
And but it is a rule and it is a law. All right, now we've talked about backflow. Let's get to why I wanted to talk about backflow. Not only you being the new tester and passed all your stuff, and proud of you for that. Well, let's talk back on filtration systems.
So, yeah, something we didn't know about and just found out about recently. And as I'm calling around talking to people, most people didn't know about this. A lot of plumbing companies are starting to be like scratching their heads like, what? When you do a whole house filtration system, you have to put in a backflow device. And they're requiring the RPZ, which is the most expensive. It's also, a high hazard protection. It's the best protection you can get, but they charge you for the privilege. So now we're having to install this insanely expensive device along with your filter. And half the time we end up out, if you're out in the yard trying to do it, now you got to insulate a bag and fake rock, and you're going to have to get it tested every year just because you wanted cleaner water at your house.
Why an RPZ?
Good question.
So RPZ is the highest, best out there, right?
Yes.
For backflow prevention. Right?
Yes.
I do not understand that code.
I don't either, because I don't understand how the water filtration is considered high hazard, but your sprinkler irrigation system is not.
That is tied to your yard that you use poisons and fertilizers and all that.
And animals like to use your yard, and yes, there's
Animals can die in your yard.
Yes.
Right on top of a sprinkler line.
yes, but that's considered low hazard, and you can use one of the most simple backflow prevention devices and one of the cheaper ones, and that's perfectly fine. But a water filter, for some reason, could potentially kill everyone. I don't understand how that works.
I beg somebody to leave me a comment and tell me why.
I mean, really, I would love to, because I have not gotten a satisfactory answer on that one.
I don't understand why a vacuum breaker is all you need. If all I'm trying to do is keep what I'm drinking, the water that goes through the machine that I'm drinking, out of the city system, why is a vacuum breaker not all you need?
It seems like it would do the job perfectly fine. And again, I haven't been able to get a good answer on that.
I mean, do they all fail?
Oh, I mean, like your backflow devices? Yeah, they all have potential to fail. Every one of them.
So, I mean, I get what an RPZ does. RPZ, when the pressure drops on the supply side, it dumps the water out of the RPZ or the base of the RPZ.
Yeah.
I understand it. I've worked on them, repaired them, installed them. I understand how they work. I do not understand why they're required by the city. Because in most cities now, especially the city that's requiring it, I got to put a Y strainer in on it first.
Yeah.
And then I got to put a 1-inch RPZ, which is about a foot to 15 inches long, plus the Y strainer, which is about 3 inches long, plus the nipples in between, plus the 90s and stuff. So you got a 2-foot piece of pipe sticking out of your ground.
Yeah. Or unless we find some way to put it into the house, but then we're back to, well, now we're trenching around your house or running water lines through your attic to get over there or going under your driveway. Whatever we got to do to try to get to that garage to
All
get it
Has
inside.
done is make it where the cost of filtering your water and having a better lifestyle has gone to where a lot of people can't afford it.
Yeah, I'd say the majority of people can't afford it. And it doesn't seem right to me.
I mean, I can offer you financing.
Yeah.
I can get it for you for probably $160 a month.
Yeah.
If you got good credit.
Yeah. But now you're still back to, no matter which backflow device, you're back to the yearly test.
Yeah, and now you got to pay somebody $150 to $250, depending upon who it is.
Yeah.
To test that.
Every year, just to have filtered water, which the whole point of the water filter was to stop buying bottled water.
Yeah.
And like you're supposed to be doing this major upfront expense to
I
save
buy
you
a
in the
whole
long
lot
run.
of $4 cases of water for $200.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't agree with it. I don't understand it. I pride myself in understanding them, knowing the codes, living by the codes, and training by the codes. And most of them I understand. There's a few that I'm like, I don't know why we have that.
Yeah. Some of them just outdated codes. It's like, yeah, that's not really a thing anymore.
One I don't understand is carbon monoxide detector on a water heater that's in the attic outside, and you got to put it on the door inside.
Yeah. I mean, really, carbon monoxide detectors are smart anyways. You should have them, but I don't understand why I would fail a water heater install in an attic for that.
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't the homeowner just have carbon monoxide detectors in the house?
Yeah, and maybe make that a suggestion, not a requirement, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But I definitely don't understand this code.
Yeah.
It is beyond me why they picked the best high hazard backflow preventer to do this.
Yes, when the most simple, basic one would do the job just fine.
And the biggest problem I got with it is that if you do them legally, which we pride ourselves in doing, stuff by the code. We pride ourselves in doing stuff the best we can at the most economical price for the customer.
Yeah.
Which plumbing is not cheap.
No, and getting more expensive every day.
Most of it's because of either A, the products have gone through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
B, code and restrictions have caused us to jump through hoops to get stuff done legally.
Yes.
And labor, like everybody else, has gone up. And you go price of rent, price of material, price of vans, price of fuel, price of all that. That's what has skyrocketed.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, just to get an apprentice in the door now, you got to pay them more than what I was making when I started as a journeyman.
Yeah. First time I told you what I was paying apprentices, you're like, I didn't even make that with my journeyman license. I don't know. You want to help her?
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm not making that the original journeyman price anymore.
No.
Mine went up with theirs, but it was just blew my mind. But you got to make a living.
Yeah.
I mean, why come into plumbing if you could go make the same
at Buc-ee's?
Yeah.
I mean, every time I go to Buc-ee's and I sit there and I look at the sign, like,
God, why would you even do plumbing? You just go work at Buc-ee's every day.
You know, man, you're making nearly what plumbers are making. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And the guy that cleans the parking lot's making over $20 an hour.
Yeah. Which, no slight against Buc-ee's or anything.
No.
It's just what it is now. I mean, the prices, again, materials, vehicles, housing, like all of it has just gone through the roof.
Yeah.
And now just to try to make things better by giving people cleaner water, well, that just keeps going up and up and up and up. And
the plumbing wages are going to continue to go up because that's just the more they have to know and the more they have to live by and the more they have to do. So you're going to, as they become more knowledgeable, you're going to have to pay them more.
Yeah.
Somebody will.
Yeah. And really, yeah, if you won't, somebody else will. So
I don't know. That's where the filtration systems are here in DFW right now.
And which stinks because I really do believe in them. I mean, the one at my house, I love it. There's no chlorine. My wife just goes on and on about her hair and her nails, and she's like, everything's just so much nicer and everything's easier to clean around the house just because the water is so much cleaner.
Yep.
Less soap doing laundry. I mean, it's just across the board better, but now we're going to start doing yearly tests. And it's like, well, I'm starting to get diminishing returns on this.
Well, here's the issue. You've had yours for what, a year now? Year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
So they're warranted 10 years, so you expect your life of it to be 10 years to 15 years.
Yeah.
So you've gotten used to it. You know, you beat you don't need RPZ yet.
Yeah. Luckily, my city hasn't made me do it yet.
But
you know it's coming.
You know the next one that you put in,
mm-hmm.
you're going to have to.
Yeah.
And,
look forward to that.
And so that's
those rocks are not cheap.
No, and you got to get a bigger one, and there are multiple ones, and I don't know.
I got a bunch of fake rocks all over my front yard. Fantastic.
So let's reference the job that we're talking about. What did we figure out? In which people can comment and prove me wrong, but the training we got, the Halo Zero, what was their catchphrase?
Set it and forget it.
Okay, is that true anymore?
Not really. Because now there's a post filter you have to install to catch carbon.
And it didn't take very long for it to show up on that house.
No, it did not. And it had been showing up in my house for a minute, and I just didn't realize that's what it was. Started getting black spots in the bottom of my toilet that were pretty difficult to scrub out, actually. And I'm like, this is really weird. Why is this happening? And I've got some health issues, so I thought it was something with me was the problem. But then I had another customer, because when we installed one, call, and he said, hey, we're getting black stuff in our toilet. And I went and looked, and I'm like, well, that's the same black stuff I'm getting in my toilet. Went back and like looked under the tank lid, and there's a little pile of that carbon off in there. And I mean, it's not dangerous or anything. It's just unsightly, is what it really is. But so now we have to install that post filter in there. So now you're going to be changing out a filter every year or two. That's a much smaller filter.
Yeah, but I don't know if a year or two is your time frame.
And really, I don't know the time frame yet. I think you just got to check it until you really know.
I would imagine it's probably going to be more of a 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Because them paper filters don't take long to stop up. I had them type filters on my well before I went to the Halo CK10, and depend. I guess it depends on the severity of how fast time will tell with us.
Yeah.
But my problem with it is it. So now with the RPZ, the Halo Zero, and then you got to build something. If you're gonna put it in the yard, you got to build, which we built the Unistrut conduit combo, drove it in the ground, and so now you've got these 3 huge things in your yard.
Yeah, and one of them has to be tested every year, and one is a filter you got to change out periodically.
And if you go off Halo's recommendation from the house in Lake Worth area, you need to run your kit of chlorine through your house periodically, right?
Yes, they did come out and say that they recommend like once a year. Maybe it was every quarter.
I thought it was once a year. I thought that if you went on vacation or something,
it
you
was
could
once
do
a
is
year.
what we decided.
Yeah, you need to bypass that filter, get chlorine in there, and really, I think the real fear, it's not going to happen in a lot of houses, I would imagine.
It happened in the house.
But it's dead legs.
Yeah.
It's where water's not running through. It has potential to sit there and stagnate.
I think where you're going to run into it is if you're in a decent sized house, multiple bathroom house, and it's just you and your wife.
That upstairs bathroom never gets touched.
Yeah.
And then so you potentially have stagnant water.
Well, it does. And then somebody comes along and uses it, and all of a sudden the whole house stinks from it.
Yeah.
And that's the case that we ran into in the Lake Worth house is it was stinking up there. One bathroom or somewhere. I don't remember what it was. But
yeah. So every now and then you just got to throw some chlorine back in that system. And my wife was mad when she found out about that. She's like, you tell me the second that goes off because I'm not touching this water. And I was...
You drink the water at work, right?
I was
you
like,
wash your hands at work, right?
Hey, we lived in this house for years before we had that filter, right?
Multiple houses before that.
Yeah. It's like, so, I mean, we know it doesn't kill you just by contact, so it's okay.
It's not going to kill you. It may cause health issues over a long period of time, but it's not enough to kill you either way.
Yeah.
So there's our issues with the filtration systems, and it's going to be interesting. I feel this is one of those codes that's going to change.
I imagine so, especially, give it a year or two, citizen outcry is going to be pretty high.
I think we got to go back to the Senate session, the next Senate session, or maybe the one after that. Eventually the builders will get wind of this, and they got more power than us little plumbing companies do.
Really, yeah.
When you start taking away from their money per square foot.
Although a lot of new builders aren't they, where they're running the water lines into the garage, looping it out the wall and back in, so that you're in a decent setup to go ahead and do all of that. You can save a lot of money on the install because we're not having to trench, we're not having to reroute water lines or any of that stuff.
I see filters becoming a norm in houses.
Yes.
It's kind of like tankless water heaters. When they first came out, you never saw them in a tract home.
Yeah.
Really is no tract homes no more, but cookie cutter homes.
Yeah. The big subdivisions.
Yeah. You never saw tankless there.
Yeah.
Now it's pretty regular.
You almost never don't see a tankless nowadays.
And now I know that's because the UEF ratings and the energy to get them to the energy areas where they need to be.
Yeah.
That's what that's about. But I see water filtration becoming.
And it's a pretty big deal.
Well, there's a lot of filtration companies out there for a reason.
Yeah. And when I was going through my BPAC courses, my backflow courses, they pushed pretty hard about how Texas is kind of nasty.
Or should I say water conditioning?
Oh, I guess so. Because it depends on exactly what you're doing.
You can either soften or you can
Filter, or you can soften and filter.
Or you can just water condition with a non-salt type device like the ion or some of the electric ones that wrap around the. I don't understand how the electric ones that wrap around the pipe.
I figured it works kind of the same as the ion. I don't know exactly. I haven't looked it up.
Well, the ion has magnets in it.
Yes, but I figured you're still just using electricity to keep everything bonded in the middle of the water.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm not. Again, I
never sold one.
I need to do more research.
I have an ion on my tankless.
Yeah.
Because supposedly if you have that, you don't have to flush them.
Which I could see. I mean, the whole point of that is to keep the minerals in the water from binding to the walls of the pipe. If nothing's binding to the walls of your tankless water heater piping, why flush it?
Yeah.
Nothing's stuck there. Just clean that filter out every now and then, and you should be good to go.
All right. We'll wrap up that little section. What do you think of the direction of plumbing as a whole is going? Like,
I mean, well, plumbing's never going to go away and always be necessary.
no, but I think I'm talking more like plumbing companies. As we've grown, and we're not by any means a big company, but we are larger than most
Yeah.
little companies.
Yes. We're not just two trucks, you know, where it's just generally the owner's running one of the trucks and then he's got one other guy with him and maybe an apprentice or two tops.
Yeah, and the other guy might be an apprentice too.
Yeah.
That's a different subject.
Yeah. And that's your company. So no, yes, like we've grown past that. I don't know. Growing bigger is a little tricky. A lot of the big guys have already kind of cornered a lot of that market.
And they're getting bigger.
And they are just getting bigger because they just keep buying up all the companies. I mean, when you've got that kind of capital backing you, you can really do whatever you want.
Well, there's no, when the funds are endless, we're worried about slow times.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. They'll float right along and.
Well, most of them are commission based, which we are not at this time.
Yeah.
A commission based company.
Yeah.
Most of them commission based.
Yeah, if you ain't out there selling during slow time, then you're just hungry.
Well, you end up making a base weekly salary, which is nothing compared to what an hourly employee makes.
Yeah.
But it's definitely seems to be a bigger and bigger direction that this industry seems to be going.
Yeah, eventually we'll all be working for the same three companies.
Well, not only that, I think even the smaller companies like my size will be all commission-based companies.
And
I think we're almost there already, to be honest with you.
Yes, because the hourly is kind of hard to sustain.
Well, I think it's hard to keep the good plumbers.
Yes, because if you are really good at your job, you can switch to one of those commission places and make 2, 3, 4 times the amount of money you will hourly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what comes with commission-based plumbers?
I mean, you got to worry about honesty. Were you getting at something more specific?
No, I just think it comes to you end up hiring true salesmen, which I will be honest, we've gone through a sales program.
Yeah.
To help. It was something that several of our guys requested.
Yeah.
We've done training ever since we moved into the bigger shop, we've done training, more and more technical training, and
Yeah,
we about made the loop of all that.
Yeah.
And so I asked what was next, and several of them requested, sales coaching type, just to help be better with the customer.
Yeah.
Not at comfortable to drop in who we're using just now, but it is, in my opinion, it's supposed to have been a more of a service type. You're servicing the customer,
Not just sitting there trying to constantly upsell. I mean, at the end of the day, we're in it to make money. We want to give you better products. We want to give you more stuff. If you want it, fantastic. We want to give it to you. And that's what I liked about this one, is it seemed to be on more of the service. It's like you're following problems back to try to keep more problems from showing up later. It's like, why this toilet failed. It's because the water's terrible. Why this shower valve is having trouble. It's probably because the water's terrible, or because the valve is ancient, or it's like, I can change out some of these gaskets and stuff in this, and you'll probably be calling me back in a year and a half.
and I think that's kind of why I wanted to open this up, because I want a little feedback from the viewers on what their opinion is of the biggest thing that he used I liked was if you go to the doctor and you complain of a stomach pain, and the doctor gives you some medicine and says, take these and you'll be better. But the doctor had discovered that that you have cancer and doesn't tell you have cancer.
He just gave you pills to make the stomach ache go away.
Who would you be mad at?
Yes.
And for years, I feel that's the way we plumbed. And the getting the reception from the homeowners that we're just trying to explain to you your entire plumbing system has been somewhat difficult.
Yes, it is, because it's like, I'm not just trying to upsell you. I'm just telling you I'm treating a symptom, not the cause. But yeah, you start getting off to the cause, and they just hear, oh, you're just trying to sell me more crap. And
in all reality, I don't care either way.
Yeah.
As an owner, I just want you to be fully aware of, look, I can fix this toilet. I can fix this shower valve. Yes, I can have you back running in an hour and a half. But I didn't resolve the problem. I fixed the issue.
Yes.
And without resolving a problem, the issue will return. May not be right here, but your same water goes to every fixture in this house.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest thing that I liked about this program, but I feel that somehow we're not getting the reception I thought we'd get.
And yes, and everybody's just pretty defensive. I mean, plumbers have gotten a bad name.
Well, there's plenty of them out there that will sell you stuff you do absolutely not need.
Yes.
And that's not what I'm trying to do here.
I'm trying to tell you what you do need so you can stop calling me.
Well, I want you to call me. I want you to call me for what you want.
Yes.
I would much rather, I've always said this from day one, I would much rather come in and put you in something you want. I'd rather put you in that bidet because you want a bidet. I'd rather put you in that filter because you want clean water.
Yeah.
I'd rather remodel your bathroom with you and put you in all the fixtures you want in there.
Yeah, get that big fancy garden tub and that walk-in shower.
Yes, those are things I'd rather do.
Yeah.
But those are not the things we do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
We fix the problems. And I think as an industry, that's where we have two sides. We either just go, you have a ton of companies kind of like what we've done. You go in, you just fix the problem, and you collect your whatever it is for that problem. Typically, average ticket for tough problems like that are anywhere from $300 to $400.
Yeah.
And you move on. And then you call us back in 3, 6, 9 months and say, hey, the other toilet's doing the same thing this toilet did.
The fill valve keeps going out. Like every year and a half, you're calling us out for this fill valve. And it's like, all right, I keep changing these fill valves. It's not really the fill valve. And they're like, but then you get into, especially now, water filtration would help you. Well, now we're back to the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah. But it is a big issue right now. It's a hot topic or something like that. Our water condition has gotten so bad is that it is now causing problems inside the house. Not only health issues, not only taste of water, smell of water.
Yeah.
It is causing issues inside the house.
I had a customer where I kept having to go back and do drain cleaning on her bathtub because the calcium in the water was clogging the drains.
Wow.
It was so bad. I had to keep going back. And she was starting to get angry with me like I wasn't doing a very good job. And I was like, man, we have to, you have to get this water filtered or I'm going to be back here all the time doing this. Like, I cannot stop this without doing some kind of filtration. And she was by herself out, kind of out in the sticks on a well. Wasn't a whole lot she could do, so I just tried to give her as many suggestions I could. The cheaper Band-Aids to put on there as much as I could. But you need the end-all be-all filtration system. You need the top-of-the-line stuff here, and sometimes you just can't.
Yeah. I feel like that's where we've headed, and that's where we're trying to be more knowledgeable for the customers and inform them. And I wanted to use this channel that we have to help customers and people understand it.
Kind of where we're coming from.
Yeah.
I don't want to rip you off. I don't want to charge you an arm and a leg. I want your family to be healthy, safe, and I want to go home, my family be healthy and safe, and I can finish paying off my house someday. And
mm-hmm. All right. You got anything you want to add? Did you come up with the leak lounge?
I don't have a leak lounge yet. Next installment.
Hey, Jamie, you got a leak lounge?
Good.
Oh, no, Jamie. It's not Jamie. It's is it Connor?
It's Big Jamie.
Conrad. What was that guy's name? You got anything you want to add to this?
Yeah. What could you say to homeowners who do have questions about, the cost of actually fixing problems instead of just putting the Band-Aids on? I mean, is there anything, to the homeowners that you could say that would help add to the value of fixing those problems?
Well, it's expense. You're going to avoid future expenses because if a toilet rebuild now costs $300 to $400, I promise you a toilet rebuild 2 years from now is going to cost $400 to $500 at the rate we're going.
Yes. I mean, just the amount of money it takes to get to your house, you would not believe.
And it has continued to climb.
And it has.
Since 2020.
Yeah.
Severely.
Yes.
I mean, a toilet rebuild in 2020 was less than $200.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now it's between $300 to $400.
Yeah. We were like, what, 175 or something back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I promise, and it you can blame it on what you want to blame it on. You can stand on the political side you want to stand on, but it isn't changing.
Yes. And
I don't see it changing anytime near future. The only way it resets is we have a depression.
Yeah.
Okay? None of us want to go through that.
Yeah. And yeah. Anything but that, please.
Yeah. And so that would be the only biggest thing I could tell you is you're going to spend more in the future to do the repairs that cost. I can quote you what they cost today, but I cannot quote you what they're going to cost you 2 years from now.
Yeah. And so, I mean, the better you can protect yourself and your faucets, your showers,
water heater.
And, your water heater.
The biggest investment you got in that house plumbing wise is being affected by hard water. Or high chlorinated water or whatever.
Yeah.
That is the biggest plumbing investment you have in that house, whether it's tank top or tankless.
Yeah.
If it's tankless, it's getting damaged even more.
Yeah.
If it's tank top, it's going to leak.
Yeah. Tank will just eventually leak on you. Tankless can start having lots of issues. It's got a lot smaller piping and a lot bigger burners going on in there.
And so that is probably the biggest reason to protect your water.
Yeah.
Now, you get beyond that, You got faucets, which faucets are ridiculous price
Faucets
now.
just keep going up and up and up unless you buy the real cheap one, and then, well, it doesn't really matter what your water quality is there. That you're replacing that thing pretty often.
It does, because it's mostly plastic.
Yeah.
But you go buy your $1 Kohler or Curly, you're just wasting your money if you're not filtering your water or something.
Yeah. Your pretty black faucet's going to be covered in white and green in no time at all.
Yeah. Anything else, Mr. Connor? You want to add to that?
No, that's all I have.
That's all you have? Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And comment.
Oh, and comment. All right, that's for that.
Okay.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all enjoyed.